In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends, self confidence is considered as the most important, or one of the most important ingredient of success. Is it like that? Indeed. And my dear friends, that having the self confidence and not having the self confidence, it matters a lot. It creates a lot of difference, indeed. And for that reason, every motivational speaker, every trainer emphasizes it a lot, dear friends. Now, that what is the opposite of the self confidence? It is the self doubt. Self confidence has been, discussed a lot. Does not mean that it was unnecessary, it was quite necessary. But as for the self doubt is concerned, it has not been considered well. It has not been talked about well. Today we are going to talk about that. What is self doubt and what are the signs of this self doubt? What are the signs of this self doubt? And then, once we come to know that this is the sign of the self doubt or the lack of the self confidence, then we will be able to eradicate, we will try to get rid of it. Okay, my dear friends. And this we have included an article for that purpose as well in our today's discussion. This article has been authored by whom? By Paul Bryan. Paul Bryan is a well-known, researcher, author. He wrote a very important, very useful article on the subject, and the caption of the article is 10 signs self doubt is holding you back. 10 signs self doubt is holding you back. You second guess yourself a lot means second guess yourself a lot mean if at all you have made a decision, after making the decision you remain a confusion in a state of confusion whether your decision was the right one or wrong. That is the kind of, that is something which is called self doubt. Okay, number one. Number two, you get stuck in the victim mentality. What is this victim mentality? That person has done this much of wrong with me. My family has done this thing wrong with me. The state, the government, the society has done this much of wrong with me. So everyone else have done the wrong thing with me. My luck has done the wrong thing with me. So that is the victim mentality. We need to come out of that. I think that we could have avoided it on the one hand, but even if at all we couldn't avoid that, then to no problem. Simply we need to learn a lesson, if at all any lesson could be learnt out of that, and that's it. Now we are on our own 2 feet. Now we can think independently. All of that must be gone. All of that must be washed away. Maybe it can benefit us in one way or the other as far our practical life, as far the rest of our life is concerned. Maybe it can benefit us in one way or the other. Number three, you doubt your own talents and ability. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted us with talents and abilities. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted us with talents and abilities, and these talents and abilities are very important to us. We don't need to, put any sort of doubt. We must understand that these are very precious, and these are very precious on the one hand, although we need to identify it, we need to develop it, we need to polish it, and then of course we need to take maximum advantage out of it as well. So that is a kind of, that is number three. Number four, Paul Bryan says, you think people praising you are just flattering you to be nice. This is actually not the case. The case is that these people are, might be, they may be genuine, and at least we need to identify that what are the good qualities in us, and that people are praising us. We need to understand. Now it is the, number five, you think about the future and dread what it will bring. I think we shouldn't be afraid of the future at all. We need to be confident, inshallah. And we should be optimistic that it will bring the good things. Number six, you stay in jobs that treat you poorly and pay very little. I think that we shouldn't be working somewhere else where they don't treat us poor, where they do treat us poorly, or where they don't pay us well. At least as for the poor treatment is concerned, that is absolutely intolerable. And if at all we can get a better job, better salary from somewhere else, we have every right to switch over to a new job. Now, number seven, your inner monologue is full of negativity and self-sabotage. Every one of us talk about with oneself. That is called monologue, and it must be positive. But those having lot of self-doubt, they are talking negative with themselves. It shouldn't be so. Number 8. You feel like other people possess some secret to success that you missed. I think there is no rocket science as far as success and good life is concerned. If at all somebody has learnt it, we can learn it as well. And we already know good, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be learning more. Number 9. You don't ask out people you are attracted to because you feel sure you will be rejected. I think if at all we like someone else, we must contact them. We must try to stay in touch with them. And we must not think that they will reject us. We can learn a lot. We can learn more from these people because we like them. And whatever they say or do impresses us a lot. I think we should be confident that inshallah they will accept us. Or even if they don't accept us immediately, after a bit of time, they will be able to understand us and they will then accept us. Number 10. You pretend to agree with popular ideas, tastes, and trends because you doubt your ability to walk your own path. I think it is some of the things will be taken from the whatever is going around us. But if at all we disagree upon something else, we have every right to form our own opinion and to take our own path. So these are the 10 signs of self doubt according to Paul Bryan. And Paul Bryan says that these 10 signs of self doubt are holding you back. If at all any of these signs exist in us, we need to identify it first and we need to get rid of them all, and then only we will be able to have the self confidence, and this self confidence is going to contribute a lot as far our good life and success is concerned. Thank you.